Lana and I both live in LA. Lana is from Bali, so needless to say, we definitely have developed some woo-woo practices along the way. In this episode, we get through some grounding and witchy practices that we perform in life, parenting, health, and business. And some of them really do work, so let's talk about it. Lana, my Bali girl, tell me the woo-woo thing you do. Like, let's just get into it.
The most woo-woo thing I do. I don't know if this is the most.
Okay.
But
I know we have a lot.
Yeah. This is one that I swear by. So every time I feel like I'm starting to get sick, I take a detox bath that has certain things that go into it. And my husband used to think I was fucking crazy, and now he does it as well. And
so
he
what
swears by it.
What is the
product? It's really good magnesium salts.
Okay.
Like a ton of them, not like a scoop.
Okay.
Like 4 scoops. And then it's bentonite clay, which is essentially like expensive mud. Mm-hmm. And then it's iodine drops.
And can you get it from Amazon?
I get it all from Amazon.
I need to get this back. Does it actually work because my kids get sick all the time. I would love to try this.
It's honestly insane. Like, if I feel like I'm getting kind of fevery or like stuffy, I'll sit in this bath before I go to bed, and the next morning I'm perfect.
That's so
I do it maybe once a month when I feel like I'm kind of low energy, starting to get sick.
Okay, well,
and it always works.
On the sick topic, before I tell you my other woo woo ones, I think we're gonna need like an hour for this. No, on the sick one, this is what I wanted to tell you in the car. My mom, it's crazy. So every time our family gets hit with an illness, which is all the time, 2 kids in school, we're just sick all the time.
Yeah.
Especially during the sick season, the winter. My mom is really big on just telling herself she won't get sick. She'll do the tapping and she'll be like, I am not going to get COVID. I am not going to get sick. Whatever. The lady is never sick. I mean, there's no other reason for her to not be sick besides this. It's not like she works out more than anyone or takes certain supplements more than anyone. It's really, she just will not allow herself to get sick. And she tells herself over and over that she won't get sick. And the crazy thing is, Max, me, all the kids, she's our nanny, as you know, everyone will get COVID or something, and she'll just miss it, or a flu or whatever, every single time. And I've never seen her get sick, actually.
I do think you can, within reason, your mind can communicate to your body not to do something.
That made me believe it, truly, just seeing her. And,
how she bypasses everything.
We're 5 years into her being our nanny, and I have probably every single person in our family, Max and myself included, have been sick 30, 40 times. She never has. It is so wild. Funny. She's even bypassed COVID 3 times.
I mean, my grandma, speaking of weird things, when I had a fever, would make bracelets out of sliced potatoes. And
this is wild.
I can hear Aaron laughing. Make bracelets out of sliced potatoes for my wrists and my ankles, and the potatoes would suck the heat out of my body. And I haven't done this for Cleo yet, but I swear to God it works.
I need to see a visual of this.
I've also gone down a deep Reddit rabbit hole, and a lot of people do this. Okay. So it'll be interesting to see if any listeners do this.
Yeah. Okay. I want to try that. Okay. So I would say the most woo-wooest thing that works for me, though, is if this is probably, it's actually in life and business, but I would say my vision boards. I started doing those probably 10 years ago, maybe more. I try to do them every year, and some very specific things have come true in them. And it might even be it's just in your subconscious. On mine this year, it's I put Mexico and Aspen, and I'm doing both. It's it's stuff like that. You have the power to make it come true, but it's just in your psyche. But I've put some pretty crazy, also separate to vision boards. I'll write things down in my journal, and I'll just write it over and over and over, whatever that thing may be. So I really feel like I manifested Walmart conversations, and we don't know what's going to happen yet with Bala, but it's I just wrote Walmart every day for several months. And I LinkedIn messaged the head buyer And by the way, we had a broker trying to get a hold of the buyers for the last couple months, and they couldn't get a response.
Well, and they responded to you on LinkedIn?
I messaged the head buyer, and he responded to me on LinkedIn. And, if you have any experience with big box retailer, these people are very busy. They're very hard to get a hold of. That's why if you're not on their radar, you have to get a broker most of the time anyway. They weren't responding to the broker. I just kept writing Walmart, and I just went out of my way to LinkedIn message. So of course there's some work there. He finally got back to us. Now we have a call set up this week. It's just, he wouldn't get back to us unless there's true interest. And now we're presenting and that's just an example of, I believe if you write something specific on your journal. I also did that with the book. We can talk about that. But I wrote sell the book. Even before that, I wrote on my vision boards, I want to write a book this year. I don't know why. I just had this desire, and nothing was actually happening about that yet until I started willing it into existence.
Yeah.
That's my woo.
But it's also, you're not just writing it. You are taking actions
of course.
To do it,
yes.
right? You can't just write something down every day and maybe it will come to you. I guess this is what this whole episode is about. Test it out. But you are setting the stage for what you want, and you're also, to me, I'm not a big journaler, don't know if that's a word, but I don't journal or vision board really, though now that we've interviewed so many successful people, I'm maybe I should start vision boarding. I do believe in the concept
we could do that together.
Of seeing, we should do team one.
Yeah.
Of seeing what, or putting forward what you want your future to be, because you have to see it to believe it. And we've kind of talked about that even with raising money, right? You need to see that another company did it to believe it's possible. But that's just a stage in knowing where you want to go and what actions you need to take to go there.
And I think there's something to the repetition of it all. And I think it gets in your psyche. You literally can think of ideas in the middle of the night while you're sleeping. And it also helps you with the abundance mindset that we've talked about. So I think there's something to the repetition of it all.
Yeah.
And just keep on, writing these things down. But
yeah.
Okay. Do you think you're more woo-woo in how you run the business, your parenting? I think I already know the answer. Or your health?
Definitely parenting and health. I think I'm more structured with business.
Yeah.
And that might be
you're less woo-woo with business.
Yeah. And that might be an insecurity thing as well. I know it's how are you more woo-woo than me? I also think growing up in Bali, because I was around so much of that, I have a bit of a I don't know what the word is, but I definitely look at it a little bit and I'm how real is this? You know, in the same way,
you're into it with parenting and health.
Yeah, parenting and health, I was raised that way. Yeah. But in the same way, everyone's obsessed with Burning Man. I would rather be caught dead than going to Burning Man. That to me is not an exploration of my soul.
So interesting.
I've done that, been there in a scenario that's not.
You were in Burning Man in Bali
exactly.
for your whole life. Your whole life.
I grew up in Burning Man.
So what is your parenting what are the parenting ones that you do?
Parenting ones, I guess it goes more back to health, but and I think some of these things are scientifically backed, but I'm 100% an advocate of breastfeeding. I think that I understand.
What if you can't? Obviously?
Yeah, if you can, then you're going to do the best you can do. Yeah. I think the fact that there's so much hate out there over the fact that people talk publicly about the benefits of breastfeeding is very frustrating, because we need all the facts to know what the best thing to do for our kids are. And there's circumstances to everything, right? And I would say the same about vaginal birth. That is the best thing you can do, because you're covering the baby in beneficial bacteria.
Yeah. But then if you can't,
but if
I
you
had
can't,
2 second
exactly,
out of my control.
Exactly. And there's no judgment towards that scennario. It's just don't opt for one over the other because you're told it's better than the other when the reality is it's this, right? So one very early parenting thing I did is I didn't wash Cleo after she was born for a month.
That's long. I think I went 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I would have gone longer had I known you.
I didn't wash her, and it kind of just sunk into her. And she ended up looking clean, but I kept her covered.
Yeah. That's a good one. I think that's legit.
Another one is I did super delayed cord clamping. So I didn't cut the cord. Well, for me, it was 2 hours, but that's because they were busy.
Yeah. I think I did that too.
That's pretty woo-woo.
I think
Is it though, or is it pretty scientific now?
I think that's like
the
in
blood.
the
The
books,
blood
like, you're
is meant
supposed to
to
do
go
that,
in. Yeah. And then what else do I do with her? I mean, I make her take detox baths, obviously.
I need to do that big time.
I predominantly do homeopathic over any sort of true medical thing, and I also like supplement the shit out of her. Like, she is like the one baby that you like bring all these. She asks for vitamins during bath
You need to give me your vitamin plans. I just do Haya.
That's the probiotic.
It's a probiotic and a vitamin.
Oh yeah,
I thought it was the cleanest.
I do like vitamin D, glutathione, omegas, and then a couple of other things if she's like seeming like she can't get better from an illness. But she'll like scream for her vitamins from bath time and just like opens her mouth to all of these droppers. What are yours?
I would say I'm I'm woo woo in the business, like hands down. Like I've gotten more woo woo as I've seen things come true. Not even just like the manifestations and things, but more also just like the trusting your intuition, trusting your gut.
Yeah.
Actually feeling something is like not right for the company or whatever. So I would say I would say on our retreats, like, you know, we definitely do like sound baths and like I've
With
had
the
like
team?
tarot.
With the team?
Yes.
Funny.
We have an Austin retreat coming up and we're going to set some woo-woo stuff up. And then with parenting, I do a few, like I'll do just not even a sound bath, but just I have the gongs. And so if I feel like or even just to like set the stage, I'll do some like sound bathy type gongs. I heard it's really good for kids and you just do it and it calms everyone down, or some like that. I also will buy crystals like crazy for the kids. Like I literally have some on that were supposed to be Watson's. I've tried when he's going through really bad asthma bouts. Like I'm helpless. I don't want to put him like on another steroid.
Yeah.
Like I just am like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm going in the crystal shop and I'm getting some stuff. And
and you put them around him?
Now he's like 4.5, so he'll wear the bracelets or anklets for protection. And I just have them around him. Sometimes he has his own. Like I just have them around, and the other kids too. But I know it's impossible to have a perfect morning routine. I never will with all these kids. But do you have anything good to take away from your current morning routine?
I'd say my morning routine is actually pretty bad. Like I am one of those people who gets up and like checks my phone.
Okay.
And that was very common because like I worked with the UK, so I've always felt like I was starting from being behind. But yeah, I don't really like set the stage. I'm also like a night worker. I'm not a morning person. So like at night, like I'll do like my note taking or my journaling or whatever that is, so that I'm ready for the next day. I don't know how you get anything done in the morning with 3 kids.
Well, I think I think it's not realistic because I have a 7-month-old, and so I'm not trying to be unrealistic with myself. I heard about the miracle morning. I think I sent it to you.
Oh yeah.
And I do want to try that. I'll probably have to try that when Cash starts sleeping through the night, which is very soon. But I would say the one thing that does help me, I realized in my mornings, is actually not looking at my phone or not starting work until, like, I think I used to like try to like get a lot of emails in, and I think if I mostly wait at least an hour or an hour and a half from when I've woken up, it's better for me because I can like cuddle the babies, make breakfast, make the lunches. There's 100 things to do. Spend time with them, not look at tech until I'm like go, and then I'm like a go. And I think sometimes that's not till like today. It was like I didn't look at my email till after drop off, so it was like 9:30. But I had been like slacking people. You know, it like looks a little different every morning. But I think if there's at least like I'm not looking at my phone for like the first hour, that helps me. That helps my sanity. And another thing, this is unrelated to mornings, but just in the last week, because you and me are, and I think a lot of people are like this, people that when you feel the notifications building up, you want to react and it's very overwhelming. I have just been straight up going on Do Not Disturb. I noticed this one sales girl on our team does this, and I just went on Do Not Disturb, and then it's like you are going to get back to your notifications when you want to. And so therefore, I'm going to get back to everybody, but maybe I don't want to check my phone just every 5 minutes while they're coming in. Like, it's distracting. So, like, I'll grab it and look however often I want to. And I feel like that's, like, a little thing that I'm going to try to implement more. And then you can put some people that can break through it, like the school or whatever.
I've definitely been feeling like since we started this podcast and multiple other things, like me figuring out what I'm doing post flume, right? There's been a lot of, I felt like I'm in a flight or fight mode a lot. Like I definitely feel like there's like constant chaos coming at me, right? Like there's just like,
is that me coming at you?
no, not even you. It's just like everything. It's like having different clients is one of them, and figuring out like how to best schedule your time around that, and also like hold boundaries. And then it's also having something new for the first time where you have a different, and maybe it's not even different. I think I have this with everyone that I work with, but I have a high expectation of myself, and I'm trying to figure out like how I use these methods, like do not disturb or a detox bath or meditation or crystals, to actually be like, I don't need to overperform. And actually like the outside world isn't looking in, being like, why didn't that Instagram post go out? You know, because like we're both doing a lot more like in the weeds things than we have been doing over the past few years, because we're at a later stage of our businesses. And so it's been really, this feels really relevant right now to like, how am I taking care of my health? How am I like trying to reset? How am I managing my anxiety? And those different things.
And like making room for play and just like enjoy.
Yeah.
Stop trying to
Which also makes me anxious. You know, like I had 2 drinks out at dinner the other night, and like that entire morning I was so anxious and uncomfortable.
It's annoying because alcohol's so fun. It's like fun to go out and have martinis, but then the next day you're anxious. So lately I've been setting parameters around it.
Yeah.
Like maybe like one night out where I am going to drink martinis.
Yeah. And then you just take Xanax the next day.
Well, I don't
That's
have that. That's
not woo-woo at all.
I think I just drink a coffee and say, let's do this. I know you do some more health stuff. Like, give me some more, like, a supplement, tonic, ritual, like, something that you do that, like, I'm open to your woo-woo, but people might cringe at.
I think most people think I'm pretty crazy when it comes to, like, my supplement routine. I just also believe, like, you can't take one supplement as the resolve. Like, I see a lot of people say, like, okay, what's the one supplement that you need? And it's, like, vitamin D or vitamin C. Like, I think everything works together. Like vitamin D doesn't work without vitamin K. It needs it to get into your bones, you know? And I think that like you have to holistically do the tests and really understand like what is going to create benefit and value. But like, I think on a day-to-day basis, I take somewhere between like 10 and 15 different supplements. I take,
mine are very simple.
D and K, vitamin C. I take magnesium. I take glutathione, which like I swear by, and I think is like totally underserved. And glutathione is a weird one because it helps your body detox.
Yeah.
And I think that we as people are like overboarded with toxins all day long, whether it's like our laundry detergent, or even just like if I specifically choose not to have fragrance in my house, which is one of my things, like I don't even do fragrance candles anymore. I
stopped that for asthma.
Yeah. And it's kind of come back into my life through like shampoos and lotions and stuff. And I just am realizing how I'm close to feeling sick I am getting on a constant basis. And I think your body lies down to sleep and it tries to like detox your body. And we can't, because my hair smells like a certain fragrance, toxic. Your detergent smells like a fragrance, toxic. Like everywhere you go, your cleaning products. And so glutathione, I think, is like an amazing thing that helps you.
What about Shilajit? Do you know Shilajit?
No.
I heard the Symbiotica guy talking about it and I wanted to try it.
I also I love Symbiotica as a brand, but I also have a problem with the fact that everything has natural flavors in it. Like all of their supplements are like sweet and delicious. So it's like, what are you getting? What are you giving up in order to get something good? Like nothing in life is like that good. Like it's not delicious. Like glutathione is like a sulfur. It tastes like rotten eggs. Yeah. And I take that every night and I feel like good that it doesn't taste like a strawberry vanilla milkshake.
Yeah.
You know, like you're overboarding your gut with negative things to get something positive. I'm like, at some point we need to think about all of these fillers and flavors that are going into like the 10 different supplements you're taking. That was a really long supplement.
That's a lot of supplements.
And yeah, I started taking an adrenal one, which is like beef organs. I also take like a beef organ mix. And also the like meat that I eat like a bison meat that is like ancestral blend, which has like all of their organs in it for the extra iron.
Wow.
Which is really good for hair, skin, and nails. So yeah,
I'm very simple with my supplements, and it really changes too. Right now I'm taking C150, the fatty acid, or the fatty.
Have you seen a difference?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's the problem with supplements. I'm taking creatine, that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I take that hair Nutrafol.
Oh yeah.
I'm very simple with my supplements.
I take creatine every single day.
I think it's because I want to get blood work done to know what I really need to take.
Yeah.
And I've heard just a mix of reviews about everything. So
I mean, creatine I think is like one of the most amazing supplements I've taken in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Like if I'm tired and I take it, it makes a massive difference. Like I don't have that like anxious, I didn't sleep enough.
Yeah.
I feel like it's helped me lose weight. It's like helping me look toned.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of those things that I think many women care about. And men, it's a like amazing supplement.
I feel, and I don't know if it's in my head, but that it gives me more energy when I'm about to work out.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, really quick on supplements. I also do a protein smoothie.
I like my bone broth for that.
Oh yeah, I do bone broth.
But you know I don't eat meat, so that's the only meat I do.
And I 100% swear by raw milk. And like I know people are going to come at me for this. I'm probably going to lose friends. Like I've seen people in my community talk about raw milk drinkers like they're scum, and I'm sitting there like I'm a raw milk
I know
drinker.
people like love it. I'm not opposed to it.
Milk is just like very nutritious, as we know from breast milk, right? And if you're cooking it, you are killing, it's a whole cold pressed theory.
Yes.
Like anything you cook, you kill the nutrient in it because it's at such a high temperature. So if you're going to drink milk for its benefits, why are you drinking cooked milk? It doesn't have any benefit.
I don't drink milk for its benefits.
Fair.
But I'm open to it for sure. I am open to it. You know, it's good for
There's
kids.
also a lot of research out there that say that it's much better for kids and it decreases like earaches and
I believe you've done your
sicknesses.
research on everything, so I'm willing to go with you on most things. I just feel like practically with the children it becomes hard because it's like they're handed an apple juice at a part. It's just like practically some of these things are hard.
You can't
but
control
I would
everything.
love to be as holistic as I possibly can be.
And I think it's about like controlling it.
They just
want to
eat like a nugget sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
like I'm not controlling what Cleo eats when she goes to a birthday party.
Yeah, you don't want to give her.
I've
like,
done that
eating
before,
disorder.
and then I was like, everyone here has an ice cream. I'm pretty sure it was at your house, and she was standing there without one, and I'm like, this is really, really sad.
That'll make her go. We know that'll make her go reverse.
Exactly.
So just moderation.
Yeah. Okay. What's your most unconventional parenting things that other people would look at and think is like, other than the crystals?
I don't think that this is unconventional in the world, but in the US it truly is. And this is after years of, you know, just like bedtime struggles. Sometimes they're in our bed, sometimes not. And I've just made the conscious decision to co-sleep with my kids until they are, I haven't decided, maybe it's 5 or 6, but I basically, we put them down. Let's say they're down by 8:15. I go hang out with Max for a couple hours, maybe watch a show, whatever. I just pop back to their bed at 10 p.m. and I just sleep with them. And I think I just realized that we were doing the bedtime dance and I'm just like, it's not, the world does this. Like, I'm just going to co-sleep and cuddle my kids all night. Like, they're only little for a few years. It's like a way also where I feel like I have extra time with them. I'm like cuddling them all night. And I know it definitely doesn't work for everyone, and people are probably more against it than anything, but that's my unconventional
I
one.
think not co-sleeping or the way that it's communicated is like one of the biggest lies that we're told.
It's
like there's so much benefit of having your baby close to you, especially in the early days. And I didn't do it because it didn't work for her. Like when she comes into our bed, she'll like hang out for 45 minutes and then ask to go back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But like I did it for like half the morning, you know, like on the second wave. But the fear that is put into people who are not drug addicts or alcoholics or obese, of course there's reasons you should not co-sleep with your baby, but the reality is like it has such a benefit. Have you ever made a really big decision based off of a psychic or tarot reading?
Yes.
I know you have.
Yes.
Of course you have.
I have. I feel like when we had the tarot, the Megan witch, who was amazing, I've had her at a few events and dinners. She's always told me the craziest things. Like when I definitely didn't want a third kid and I had gotten rid of all of my stuff and I was only having 2 kids. And I actually had a baby that was at this dinner with me. Like my mom brought the baby by, Uma. And the tarot person told me, she said, you're going to have a third kid. And I was like, that's just not true. Maybe she's just wrong about everything. And turns out I did. So there's like weird things like that
But is that not just planting a seed?
Maybe she planted a seed, but I doubt she's the reason I had. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I have a third kid? Because one person told me that. Just wouldn't.
Yeah.
So I've had readings like that where things have happened, but I've also had, we were going to make a really, really big, like basically get acquired, a decision like that. And this was like 2021 or 2022. And the deal was amazing, like hands down. There was no reason to say no. And I had a reading actually I had a reading actually. And she said that this is not the right partnership. And she laid out the reasons why. And looking back with the fine print, it wouldn't have been the right move. And I think Max and I were very like on the fence about that deal to begin with. We felt like it wasn't time yet. And so that really helped me make that decision. And maybe you can argue maybe I was just following my own intuition, but I haven't done a ton of tarot and stuff, but every time I have, it's been impactful to my life.
I know I put a photo when I was in New York last week of a psychic sign up on Instagram, and immediately Natalie responds to this picture, even though I put a photo on there because it looked like it was kind of sketchy cracked in. And I was like, lol, that this is the psychic place. And immediately Natalie responds going, oh my God, we're so in tune. I'm going to do that too. And I was like, yeah,
I've only done a psychic once.
We have to do an episode on the fucking weird shit that goes on in our DMs. But I want to do
more of all of that stuff. For sure. And every time I have, it's impactful. I'm telling you, we're going to see this Megan girl. Okay. So if somebody wanted to dip their toe into the water, what's the easiest way to dip in?
I mean, I think quite literally it is my detox bath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you take this and feel like you feel better afterwards and you don't get sick, that's your first thing where you're like, okay, this is kind of weird, maybe. Mm-hmm. And then next, I don't know, maybe it's journaling. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'll start trying that.
That's good. I mean, that's like, there is science. That's science backed to make people help. No, not like things happen to you, but there are science backed journaling. It makes you calmer, less stressed. Like that is science backed. So you should do that. I would say the best entry point, and surprisingly, a lot of people haven't done this. Like, clearly we live in LA, so I've done a lot, but sound baths, they're amazing. Mm-hmm. I'm sure if you have ClassPass, you can find somewhere local that does a sound bath. You just go in, sound bath happens. And especially for people who have a hard time meditating, I have a hard time meditating because my mind's just going. This just puts you in that deep state of meditation. And they say it's like an hour is equivalent to a good night's sleep. It's amazing. Yeah. So I would recommend that would be a good way to dip your toes in.
I don't think I've ever done a sound bath.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Let's do a sound bath. They're amazing.
I know. We're going to have a lot to do after this episode. Okay, fire off just like 2 or 3 things that you think everybody should do. I can start.
You start.
100% cotton clothes.
This is so hard, though. I did the panty thing because you told me to.
I know. I made you change your underwear. A lot of the kids'
underwear, I checked them all. They're all cotton. So I think that's like
organic cotton, though?
Oh,
I also listened to another podcast that said there's like a lot of formaldehyde in kids' clothes because of fire.
What about vintage clothes? Like, are we good there?
It depends what it's made of. If it's 100% polyester vintage, it's still
from
polyester.
Like 70s?
I don't know. Your body still is like sweating in it. Like I've made you change your underwear. The next thing, people are gonna be like, how did Lana make Natalie change her underwear? But we shouldn't have chemicals like on our private parts, toilet paper, all those things. Next thing I think is workout clothes. Like all these cute brands.
They have to be what,
I'm
100%
sorry.
cotton?
They have to be like bamboo, cotton, something that isn't just like polyester, which is essentially plastic on your body whilst you sweat.
Is it good for the planet too to have the natural fibers?
I would think it's better. Yeah.
Okay. So on a scale from 1 to Gwyneth Paltrow, how woo-woo are you?
I would say 7.
I think you're 7 because your Bali stuff though, like your health is more than a 10.
Yeah.
Your health and parenting is more than a 10. Your business is 2.
Yeah.
So
exactly. So it evens out.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would say my business is like
8,
9, 10. Health, because I'm just like practical and realistic.
Yeah.
As much as I'd love to be a 10, I'm like probably a 7.
So we
or
have
6.
We have to make each other, and maybe we record them live.
Parenting 8, but I have like what?
We have to like get each other to a 10 on the other categories.
Yeah, but then we're like psychos.
I'm fine with that.
But I'm not judging anyone who doesn't do it.
We didn't talk about placenta pills.
Let's talk about it. Did you do placenta pills?
I didn't because my placenta was left out.
Oh yeah,
for too long because my
some.
cord was draining.
I still have some we could use.
You know what I did do though? I still got it made into a powder, and I have it in the fridge, and I like sprinkle it on my plants.
Oh, that's sweet.
So it helps.
That's
them
another
grow.
thing. You know, there's like all these studies that if you talk to plants nicely versus talking meanly, like the mean.
I mean, who's abusing their plants?
Well, no, it's just a study they did. The mean ones die and the nice ones flourish. So everybody should talk to yourself with kindness.
Yeah, true. That's a good point.
Okay, we're each gonna do a hot take.
Okay.
My hot take: mantras do work. My recent mantra has been working because I was stressed and overwhelmed and I did not feel I had enough time to work on the business or hang with the kids. And so I won't bore you with the whole mantra because it's a paragraph. Like the thesis was, I have abundance of time. I enjoy what I'm doing. I choose what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Everything will get done. Like that's the basic one, but it's a little bit longer. And I put it everywhere and I've been saying it only for like the last week or two. And I do feel like it's changed my perspective on things. I don't feel as overwhelmed. I do feel I have more time. I've been like patient and hanging with the kids.
Yeah.
Mantras work.
I guess that's true. I was going to say disagree with you on this one, but I've been telling myself a lot of the same things and more like it's not important. That's been mine. Like it's actually not as important as you think it is.
That's
and
a great
then like
one.
I just put my phone down and I hang out with Cleo for 3 hours. You know, like
it always gets done.
Yeah, it will get done, and if it doesn't, probably no one cares.
And there's a million things you can worry about. So
my hot take is that you can't claim your product is clean if it has fragrance in it.
Agree.
Well, then we've disagreed with a lot of the people we interview.
Ooh, that's awkward.
That's good. That's a good way to end it.